Hello again, Struckwap. Welcome back to another day of streaming. Today I will be doing a little bit of Chaosbane because, well, I'm going to make a new build video tomorrow, as I promised one of my viewers. So I will be experimenting today, trying to get this build kind of finished, kind of to see all the things I need for it. To min-max all the points, maybe rework the gear, because I'm thinking of making it a damage over time build. So that would imply using damage over time gear, so I would have to rework the blessings a little bit. It will be another build for the flames set, but this one would be with the holy torch as a main source of damage. And I think the skills I made some time ago, but I will be testing certain things today. First of all, I will definitely go for damage over time gear, but before that I need to take this and this, maybe this and maybe this. Any other links on the other heroes? I don't think I've got any on the other sets. Alright, let's equip that. Where's my amulet? Okay, maybe like that. Just checking which one would be better. This one's more crit chance, the other one is more damage and damage over time. Actually, the damage over time, both of them have it, but one of them has more. Let me check. Crit damage, damage over time. I've actually blessed already some of the things for damage over time. I'm probably gonna bless... I'm probably gonna bless those two things for damage over time. How am I doing with the blessings? I think I've got enough to bless those two items. Just a quick check on my... Quick check if I've got better damage over time set flames overcoat. I definitely want high HP, high armor, and maybe cost reduction would be amazing. Energy is also nice. I think I'm gonna keep whatever I'm wearing right now. I don't think I've got better gloves of the flames set. See, I'm going for the one with more damage over time, and this one is 12k. The one I'm wearing. This one gives me less HP, but it gives me energy. A little bit more damage, over time, and more crit damage. Actually, the other one doesn't give crit damage, so that's probably a better piece. I'm losing health drain, so I'm gonna experiment with and without the health drain. This one's a lot more HP. It has health drain, it has damage over time, it doesn't have direct damage, but I think without direct damage we could do so. Most likely I'm gonna bless this one. But first let's bless this. I'm thinking more HP, less crit damage maybe. Maybe like this. And this one I'm gonna get even more HP because it has enough crit damage on it. And if I switch to the other gauntlets, I'm gonna be losing that crit damage, but that's fine. Okay, so for now this is what I'm gonna try. I don't have the best items, obviously. I could use something better in most slots. Like there's no cooldown here. There is cooldown here, however. We need this. So what did I make for the build last time I played on this hero? Fire damage dealing extra damage to burning enemies, taunting. This one, purified powder. I don't need purified powder. Although purified powder gives you a damage bonus for a few seconds. But I'm wondering if this damage bonus would work to damage over time. And that's one thing I'm seriously questioning here. Because this damage bonus is pretty nice. But it's only 10% and 8 points. For 8 points I can probably put something better there. Does this count as a trap? It doesn't, but it has a chance to create an icon of Sigmar, which does count as a trap. Alright, let's just quickly look at some of the things. That's something I don't want. That's something I do want, but do I want the upgraded or the non-upgraded version? This one's pretty nice for the energy regeneration, but not gonna use it until I really need it. This one would be pretty nice to experiment with for that build. I don't need this. So, okay, I'm gonna use this. And what about agile stances? Probably not worth using. I was thinking of doing this. I was thinking of using barbs. $21 damage over. What's my damage over time right now? I just want to see what 21,000 would give me. So damage over time 98,000. Let's say I reduce this and then I put barbs. That gives me 3 more points. I've got one skill with cooldown, another skill with cooldown. Actually, this is God skill, so I've got 2 skills with cooldown. Okay, what chaos am I on? Chaos 8. I'm gonna do Chaos 8 map, then a Chaos 9 map, and then maybe even test it for Chaos 10. I'm gonna test what I normally test. Haven't played Chaosbane in the past maybe 3 weeks or so, so I need to remember what hotkeys I was using. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. I'm moving with 3 here instead of... Always takes me a while when I come back from Torchlight 3 into Chaosbane. It takes me a while to get used to moving with number 3 instead of spacebar as my mobility skill. It's not so bad, but I think it could be much better. Yeah, I think it could be better. If if I'm having so much trouble killing them quickly on Chaos 8, Chaos 9 would be sluggish. Chaos 10 would be sluggish. Chaos 9 would be okay, but still not as good as I want it to be. But yeah, I wanted to test the damage over time torch spamming setup. That's kind of it. So tomorrow I can make that as a build video. I'm not gonna only play this hero today. I'm gonna play different heroes, reworking some builds on them, revisiting some of the old ones. I think I need to revisit Conrad, because last time I played I didn't revisit him. And I need to revisit Conrad and the Meteor build to see how that would work. I need to also pay attention to which stance is better. Which stance is better for this setup? I guess it doesn't matter which stance I'm using. This is the only thing that has different behavior from stances. This one doesn't have different behavior. This one doesn't have different behavior based on our stance. So the only difference is whether I'm using extirpate with melee or with ranged. Which any of those is good, I guess. So all this health drain is really helping us survive. Savior Shy saying, hey Struck, how are you? Well, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you or whatever you're celebrating, Savior. Nice to see you again. I'm doing fine. I've been doing a lot of Torchlight 3 recently, and some people asked me to do a new build for the Witch Hunter because there aren't that many. And I promised to make one tomorrow, so today I will be trying some things out with the Witch Hunter. How have you been, Savior? What games have you been playing? I'm assuming you might have checked Cyberpunk recently. Or maybe you're waiting for it to get a little bit more fixes. You started Torchlight 2 yesterday. Is there a way to skip the acts into late game? I'm not sure. I haven't played Torchlight 2 in a very long time. I barely remember anything from the story in Torchlight 2 and how it was. I know you can rush it, but I know it's not gonna be as quick as I'm used to, for example, when it comes to Torchlight 2. Unless you're talking about Torchlight 3. Okay, well, Torchlight 3 you can't skip the acts. You have to do the acts, but you can rush it. In Torchlight 3 you can rush the acts, but it's still gonna take you 8-9 hours, maybe 7. It depends how much you're rushing. But it's possible to rush it, but you can't really skip it and make an endgame only hero. You still have to do certain things. I think I need a new ring for this guy. I think I need a ring to stun. Stunning ring would be pretty neat to have. But yeah, if he's taking this long to kill an enemy in Chaos 8, the damage is just shitty. The damage is just shitty right now. when I'm going for damage over time instead of direct damage. But I had to test it, see how it is. Someone wanted such a build made though, so I'm still gonna make it. I will test changing the god skills now. Now what's left, now that I've got the skills and gear sorted, I think it's up to me to just experiment with different god skills for this one. You're not doing Cyberpunk at the moment. You like Ultra at 60 FPS and your current 2080 GTX can't... What do you mean your current 2080 GTX can't do 60 FPS Ultra? Are we talking 4K? 1440K? 1440p or 1080p? I'm pretty sure 2080 should do 1080p 60 FPS. Without a problem. My friend with 3070 is getting over like 140, 150 FPS on 1080p at Ultra. Those boots, these boots. You're 1440p. You saw some videos and they were 40-60 FPS plus. That's pretty bad. Okay. Interesting. But keep in mind they're constantly optimizing, so yeah. You have to wait a bit for some optimizations and things like that. Obviously Cyberpunk was a little bit rushed, I think more than a little bit, but yeah, it was kind of rushed, and it showed, it was showing when the game came. Okay, now I need to rework the god skills. I was going for maxing crit damage, etc. god skills. But maybe I should do something different. So I'm using Sacred Sigil, but what if I don't? I was going for this resistance to damage over time HP, but what if I don't? What if I get... where is the damage over time stuff? I think it was somewhere around here, damage over time. Then there was damage over time... was it this way? Was it this way? I don't need Pyre. There's damage over time over here. This one's interesting for a damage over time setup. There was some damage over time on this side of things. So if I go this way, I will be getting very close to superior mass purification. Now O says hi. He's saying, what is the chaos that you're playing on? I was playing on 8 because I'm testing a new build, and I want to test it at 8, then 9, and then later see if it can do 10. I wasn't happy with the results on Chaos 8. It was doing it, but it was far from what I want in the build. So we are gonna test reworking the skills, another Chaos 8 run. And then if I think it's better, try Chaos 9. So there's damage over time here. Contributing to the death of a champion grants all players damage over time bonus. And this is for speedrunning. And maybe that's gonna be better. First of all, this resistance to damage over time, I don't need it. This is okay if you're doing invasions, but I don't need the resistance to damage over time as much. Herald of Purification, I'm not using Herald of Purification. So Damage over time. There's damage over time there. There's more crit damage over here if I decide to go that way. Let's try it like this. I think that won't be bad. I'm stacking damage over time rather than... This is for 20 seconds. What if I try and get 3 more points? 50-50. What if I get 75%? Okay, I'm gonna go for this for now. Try another... Let's actually try Tower of Chaos. I think the Hunter can go on Chaos 8 with the right items and some builds. It can do Chaos 10. I'm not at 8, Chaos 10. I think Chaos 10 is doable on every hero. If Elessa can do it, the Hunter should be able to do it as well. But Chaos 10 is not a solo difficulty. Chaos 10 is a difficulty meant for multiplayer. Yeah, some heroes on some builds can do it. Wait. This 20,000 damage over time translates to 477, and if I were to do this, I'm now at 381. So I lost almost 100k, 90k, but I don't have the 50%. I want to see how much it's gonna be after the 50%. So let's see now. 359k. Okay, I'm not liking this one bit. It would have been better. I think the previous one was better for damage over time. $460k. That's with the bonus buff, right? Yes, I've got this bonus 50% damage over time buff. And that makes it 460k damage over time. Now, if I were to... I don't need damage. Honestly, I need damage over time, so I think this is pretty much useless. But the energy part of things is nice. But if I do this, this is 568,000 damage over time. And I think that should be a better setup. The problem would be surviving on this build. And there is ways to get damage reduction. In general, in this game, if you have problem with survivability, you stack damage reduction. If you want to do Chaos 10, you stack damage reduction. It's gonna be a swap. It's gonna take a while because you're not gonna do as much damage in order to get the damage reduction that you need. But that's how you do Chaos 10 if you want Chaos 10. Chaos 10 is pretty much pointless to do. You only get, between Chaos 8 and Chaos 10, you only get 600% wood quality more. And when you're doing upgraded relic hunts and you're 10-11,000 wood quality, whether you get 10,000 or 10,600, you're not gonna make or break your wood quality, your chances of finding any green items. So I think it's best to just find a difficulty that you can run quick enough, a difficulty that you're happy with, and then farm that one. Wait, what got me? What got me? Fucking damage over time. Pierce says, do you think they care anymore now that they're getting a bad rep? He's probably talking about CD Projekt Red, I think. I still think they do care about things like that. I think CD Projekt Red do care about certain things. Yeah, maybe they had to maybe they had to launch the game early ahead of maybe they had to launch the game this year so that they can make the shareholders happy, but it resulted in it backfired on them. It backfired on them because, well, a lot of refunds, a lot of people not happy, bad reputation, stock prices dropping, so the shareholders of CD Projekt Red are probably anything but happy right now. If the stock prices dropped so much due to them rushing, I think if they didn't hurry to rush the game, probably their shareholders would have been happier, or at least less unhappy if the game got delayed to middle of next year or something. Roger says, if I enjoy Torchlight 3, will I like this game? Is it overly complex, as I tend not to enjoy? It's not overly complex. This is Diablo 3 style of complexity. It's kind of less complex than Diablo 3. So if Diablo 3 is not complex enough for you, then this game won't be to your liking. But if you like the complexity of Diablo 3, for example, maybe you might enjoy this game as well. Basically, you can constantly respec your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passive skill slots and your 6 active skill slots. And based on whether you take a regular, superior or master version of a skill, you spend 0, 4, 8 for the basic skills, 5, 10, 15 for the active skills. For advanced skills, the god skills are 6, 12, 18 points. You have a total of 100 points. Heroic skills which you get from sets are 0 points. And they're stronger than the mastered version. Normally the heroic skills sometimes are a mix between master and basic, or between superior and mastered version of the skill. You also have some passive skills here for 8, 12 points, and then there's some passive god skills, 5, 10, 15 points. So there are things that you can put into those slots, and then you have the god skill trees, which you kind of have 50 points, and you decide where to spend those 50 points based on what you prefer. I'm just experimenting right now. I'm experimenting, figuring things out. So enemies hit deal much less damage and take more damage. I normally love this because I can heal myself and grant myself energy while I'm hitting those. But this one doesn't seem like a bad one. Instantly kill enemies under 10% HP. Where is the master version? Master version. Instantly kill enemies under 10% HP. Each enemy killed grants energy and health to players, 5% HP. This one doesn't have this option. If only I had search option, so I can try and find all the damage over time stuff. I normally know it. I know where the damage over time is. It's here. And there's some here. And there's this one here I took. And then there's damage over time on the way here. And the one I took here. Then there's damage over time on this way. This is considered a trap. Enemies hit take more damage and successful attacks against them grant energy and HP. Oh, that's the same, just a superior version of the one I'm using. Okay, I'm wondering about certain things, but I didn't like the damage of this setup too much. It could be better. It could be better. I'm just thinking from where to remove points. This is damage, crit damage, damage, crit damage, armor piercing, and things like that. Well, how am I doing with the skill points? I've got 10 skill points. What about this mustard here? Stackable damage bonus and damage reduction bonus. Up to 50 stacks. This is more damage reduction. This is less damage reduction but more damage. Holy Torch Mustard is... this one has a chance to create an icon of Sigmar on impact, which I'm not sure I need anymore. Bonus damage to champions. I'm gonna need one more point. Seriously, just for 1 point I won't be able to get it. This is 10% damage over time, which is a what? This one is 25. I really want to get that crit damage, so I'm gonna do some sacrifices. %20 crit damage. I'm wondering if 20% crit damage is better than having 5% damage over time. Probably not, but yeah, let's see. Normally the more crit damage is over here. Crit damage for 2 points, I can get another 20 crit damage. Alright, I think that's how it's gonna be. Let's try again. Let's do a map now. I normally do the same thing when testing. And Andrew says, can I sell useless immortals in Torchlight 3 or what to do with, what do you mean immortals? What's useless immortals? Useless immortals. Is that something that didn't get translated well or what? I'm not sure what immortals is. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are you referring to materials? Because materials like wood, stone, etc. you can't sell those, at least not for now. You can't sell materials in Torchlight 3, if that's what you were wondering. 518. Ah, shit. Did I just do this? I jumped right into the exploding enemy. I need a quickly read on the set. Nearby enemies take fire damage each time they attack or use a skill. Okay. So could there be a better pistol for me than Depth of Flame? I don't think there's a better pistol than Depth of Flame. Saintly Blades. I don't think there's a better blade than Saintly Blades. This one doesn't seem to work. I've tested it and it just doesn't. Oh yeah, Androsarix is calling legendary items immortals. Well, you can sell legendary items you don't need, but it's much better to just it's better to dismantle them. It's better to go to your enchanter outer and then right click on legendary items you don't need. Hold right click. This would dismantle, break down the legendary items. And it would give you legendary essence, which you can then use to enchant other legendary items. So right now that's the better thing to do. Otherwise it only costs 10 gold. 10 golds for orange items to sell, 100 gold, not 10 gold. 100 gold for useless legendary items. It's underwhelming as a selling price. I mean, if it was 1,000 or 500 or 750, maybe it would have been okay, but 100 gold is definitely not gonna make me wanna sell a legendary item when I can just dismantle that one. Okay, I'm gonna try Chaos 9 next. If I think it has potential to survive on Chaos 10, I could try Chaos 10, but I don't think it can. Chaos 9 is probably doable with this build, with this setup. Again, my gear is mediocre, so for Chaos 10 I'm gonna need a lot of better gear. Mostly the accessories is what right now is holding me back from doing more damage. This one is very good for when attempting Chaos 10. If you combine Fortification with Resurgence, or the equivalent of those in your class, you're sacrificing you're sacrificing damage, but you're getting some nice survivability. But yeah, this one is bad road. What else can I try and put in my setup? Fortitude. Fortitude is nice, but I'm gonna have to rely on Blood Orbs. I don't like... I think they should increase the pickup radius for Blood Orbs. When you wear an item like this, it should increase the pickup radius of Blood Orbs. And then when you wear this item, it should also increase the pickup radius of Bloodlust Orbs. And if you wear both of them, they should give you like a mini set where you have even further increase of the radius. Where it maybe auto picks up every Blood Orb without even needing radius. Regardless where it is, and that would be even perfect. That's how I would make it if it were up to me. For those rings, to force people to use those rings together. It's not really forcing them, but it's giving them an option to get a special bonus when using those rings together. If you wear one of them, you have slightly increased pickup radius for Bloodlust Orbs and other things. If you wear the other one, again the same increase, but if you wear both of them, maybe not even need to pick them up to have those orbs out to pick up. Okay, let's do Chaos 9 now. We really need a wood filter as well to filter out the nameplates of anything under red or under green, depending. This one is pretty nice as well for damage over time builds, and I can experiment playing with it maybe. This game also really urgently needs more storage. Currently we have 100 storage. I think they need to increase that to 300, 400, 500 chest weight on the storage. From 100 to 500 would be ideal, because first of all, this is not stored on a server, on a database somewhere. This is stored locally. So I wouldn't mind storing 5 times more data, but having a 5 times bigger stash. They've already added, since the game launched, 2 new classes. 2 new classes would mean 4 new sets that you might want to keep somewhere, and a bunch of new rings and amulets and weapons and offhands. So 100 might have been okay, but actually it wasn't okay when the game launched. But yeah, I think we need 500, or at least 300 at least. Let's go Chaos 9 now. I'm gonna do the exact same settings of the map. Demonic portals. At least control effects here when they deal damage. This is what I normally use when benchmarking builds, when testing builds. In Corn, with those settings, always. Wait, I'm playing with one hand right now, no mouse. Was kind of scratching my mustache, or maybe it's called beard, because it's part of the beard. It might be the mustache, but it's part of the beard, so I guess it's beard. Chaos 9 is it's not doing that terrible damage, but look at this this enemy. I'm not even gonna bother with this enemy. It's not gonna reward me enough for the time I'm gonna spend killing it. This kind of setup does more damage when there's more burning enemies nearby. When it's just you and the single enemy left, you're not gonna do as much damage. It's just the set. The set works in such a way that you're stronger at the beginning of a AoE group fight compared to one-on-one. Yeah. didn't see what killed me even. I mean, I saw the big guy hitting in the air. But keep in mind, my damage reduction is missing. I don't have any rings with damage reduction. I'm not wearing the amulet with damage reduction because it just didn't drop. There's a nice amulet that gives you damage reduction. Where was it? I don't think I have a good one. I don't think I have that one in any shape or form. Not this one. Not this one, because that works in a different way. That was the one that makes you do more damage to nearby enemies and gives you damage reduction. But I think for this hero it's reversed. It's far off enemies take more damage, not nearby enemies. Yet I still haven't found it on this hero. But yeah, it's a medal that should give you damage reduction. So this one could use some damage reduction. Should I try it to nerf my damage, but get damage reduction, or maybe to use this one? The harder difficulties would definitely require either you to be good at dodging, or if you want to face tank stuff, you need to stack damage reduction from any place that you can get it. Which means more passives for damage reduction. Maybe sacrificing a passive like this, or a passive like this, or a passive like this. And then getting something like this one can give you damage reduction, 15 stacks of 1% if you remain in melee, and you can just play this as a melee and you can have permanent 15% damage reduction. This one can give you 10%, but you need to do melee attacks, and I don't do melee attacks. Just checking, 73,000. If I remove this, it's still 73,000. Could this skill be bugged? Extra damage to burning enemies. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. It's not gonna show up here because it's only extra damage to burning enemies. All right, I'm gonna do this. Increase resource cost but accelerate cooldowns in melee. I don't want this effect. I want this damage reduction and damage remaining in the same stance. So I'm losing 30% damage to burning enemies, but I'm getting 15% damage, right? All the time, as long as I get those. Oh no, I get 30% damage all the time, and 15% damage reduction. So obviously a better passive to use. But I'm having serious problems with the energy now. I'm having serious problems with the energy generation now. To a point where I don't have energy, I don't have healing, which means I die. So, need to do something about it. But yeah, definitely the Witch Hunter is not one of the strongest classes out there. He's probably one of the weaker ones. At least when it comes to damage over time. But damage over time in this game has never been amazing to build around. There are few exceptions for few sets on some heroes. Go. If only more games had a similar potion system to this game, where you just have cooldown and then you have some passive skills that maybe make your potion do different things when you activate it, that are optional, that you can have 0 of those or all of those. And just having cooldown of the potion, not having to get potions as drops, not having to buy potions. So much more fun that way than, for example, Torchlight 3's potion system, which is just boring. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the damage over time setup. I don't think this is gonna be a Chaos 10 build unless I find super OP items. Even Chaos 9 is a struggle, and taking much longer than you need to take while doing the content. And it's not worth it, it's just not worth it going over Chaos 8 on a damage over time Blessed Flames build. You're gonna have to end up sacrificing a lot of damage if you wanna get all the survivability needed. Come on. I was dodging. It was finishing some other animation. Now he healed up. Come on, do it. I'm not gonna try Chaosbane for this guy. I'm gonna switch to Conrad next, because I haven't played Conrad at all. I think just a little bit after the patch, and I wanna see how the patch affected Conrad. I didn't have time last time I did a multi-class stream where I was testing the different builds. I don't even get all the chests here. Okay, let's switch to Conrad now. This one seems so-so. I mean, it seems like a Chaos 8 build, not a Chaos 9 build to me. Let's go pick a different hero now. I really want to do a check on the Meteor build. Gotta figure out if it's still worth playing that build. Is that the Meteor build? It seems to be. I'm gonna play it without changing anything to see how that works. And just putting some legendary ranks, I guess. Do I even use skills that consume energy on this build? I don't think I do. Oh, yeah, I do. So this is Chaos 7. Let's go 8 first. This build used to do Chaos 10 no problem before. Severus, I think you should give a try to Genshin Impact and see if you like. I've seen a lot of Genshin Impact and believe me, it doesn't look like the game I would like. And games with a good amount of viewers on Twitch doesn't equal good viewers for my channel. Cyberpunk, Borderlands, all games that normally have a lot of people viewing them. Whenever I stream those games, I always had less people watching than whenever I stream Chaosbane or Torchlight 3. I still play games just because I wanna play them, so I play whatever I like. Whether people watch it or not, I can only hope they watch whatever I play. But yeah, I did my Cyberpunk streams back in the day, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when the game launched for like a week. I definitely had terrible performance and it was just not worth it, so I'm waiting for improvements and I'm waiting to save up money for a new GPU, and then I'm gonna do more Cyberpunk playthroughs. But I enjoyed my first playthrough, it was definitely fun. And the same was happening back when I was doing Borderlands content. I liked making builds, I liked playing co-op with my friends. But eventually the game just started adding bullshit stuff that makes me not want to play the game, like time limited wood that you can only get during a specific event, and then have to wait for another year before you can get those affixes. Or terrible endgame mechanics such as the mayhem ranks. And the power creep, constantly getting new levels, constantly getting new level caps. I hate games increasing the level cap and making all my old gear that I spent months farming pretty much useless. Without giving me an option to level up my items. Let's say I am level 53 and they at level 55 max level. I should have a way to make my level 53 items level 55 items. For example, in Borderlands, things like those. Wait, am I using Thrice Blessed? I am. Oh yeah, this build required me to have more enemies next to me, otherwise I do less damage. It was that type of a build. Hey Jacob Stearns, welcome to my channel, Jacob. Ah shit. Savior said, yeah, true. If you don't like it's no fun. That's yeah. If it's to my liking, I mean, if Genshin Impact was to my liking, I would have actually played it by now. It's a free-to-play game after all, so there's not much I can lose. If it looked like the game I would enjoy, I would have played and streamed it. It just doesn't. It looks like the type of game I'm just gonna waste my time playing and regret spending few hours testing. I've seen enough content. Before I play a game, I do watch content for it to see what it looks like. I don't just read reviews and stuff. I watch all sorts of things. Break through the ranks. There's not much breaking through the ranks. You're barely tickling them. You can't even knock back some regular enemies reasonably far from you. Look at that. They pretty much stop me in my tracks. Wait, I need to read this, I keep forgetting. Do I switch it off? Oh no, I don't. It just constantly keeps regenerating its cooldown. What build am I doing with my god skills? Oh, I'm doing Divine Reprisal. That's what I'm doing. So I'm doing that version. I've got multiple versions of this build. And this one is Majestic Aura and Divine Reprisal. It's not the standard version. And that explains some things. I actually like this version. It's not a bad version of that build. Yeah, this guy is still good. This guy is still decent. A little bit squishier, like every other hero after that that Witch Hunter patch. But still can burst down bosses with the right conditions. And Jacob has made my Spinning Blade build. Just downloaded Chaosbane over the weekend, made the Wood Elf and love it. Yeah, the Spinning Blade build is amazing. If you want some more versions of builds on the Wood Elf, I can show you some other. Keep asking about certain things and I can show you guys if you want info about this game. Now, I just don't have the time to make all the builds, to rework all the builds I've got for all the games I play. So bit by bit I've got a big backlog of builds to rework, to redo, to update, and sometimes I do those streams where on the streams I'm actually reworking the builds, and eventually they become maybe better by changing stuff. This doesn't seem like it needs a rework, and I think it's just a little squishier than it was before, which means you just need more damage reduction in your items, maybe for the price of damage if you want to do Chaos 10. Wait, did I change to Chaos 9? I did, okay. What's the quickest way to get the green orbs needed to upgrade relic maps? The quickest way is this, I'm gonna show you. Maybe go to Chaos 7, Chaos 8, Chaos 9 in the tower, do 1-4, collect, do 1-4, collect, do 1-4, collect. That's it. You don't need more than 1-4. If you're doing Chaos 7, 8, 9, 1-4 of the tower should be sufficient. And you shouldn't push any higher if you want those coins. I keep pressing the wrong button and forgetting that my meteor is on my meteor is on the what was it called, the left click button. Did I get them all? There's gotta be an, oh, this one. We have to kill those before I can do damage to the guys, so so the more enemies around me, the more damage I take, the more damage I can do, because the more I block and things like this. That's that type of a build. So when it's just me and the boss, I do less DPS, because I can't keep up with some of my self buffs if there's just one enemy. So you see, you finish this, you collect, and in most of the times, let's say 90% of the times, if you're doing Chaos 8 or 9, you're gonna get a coin from just one floor of the tower. That's why 1-4 runs are best if you just want those coins. Right, let's do a relic hunt, upgraded relic hunt. This is my benchmark settings. What's happening? Oh, there we go. I think I need to use the damage reduction banner. This cooldown time, it's really nice, but it's gonna be hard to survive without the damage reduction banner. Okay. Okay, this guy still seems good for Chaos 9. I'm not even stacking all the damage reduction I can stack. See, I'm not stacking damage reduction in either of those places. And I can. Ideally, if you want Chaos 10, for example, you would need some damage reduction there. So I'm not even going for a tanky setup. I've got Ring of Fortitude, I've got Fortification for damage reduction. This knockback, oh wow. Okay, almost got the 3 chests. Maybe I should just push towards the boss. Alright, let's keep moving. Ah, no. Fuck. So apparently I can't survive without extra damage reduction. I used to be able to survive with this setup on Chaos 9, but they nerfed ton of damage reduction. This one gives me less damage reduction. This one gives me less damage reduction than before. This one, where did it go? This one gives less damage reduction than before, if I'm not mistaken. Should I replace one skill for from damage to a damage over time? No, actually, let's just do it. Let's just do it without changing anything. I'm just gonna need to not face tank stuff. Move. If break through the ranks was actually breaking through the ranks and not tickling them, slightly nudging them, it would have been nice. But yeah, since Jacob said he's playing Elessa, I can go on Elessa and maybe do some experiments with her too. Nice. It's nice when you get so many greens at the end. Greeny greens. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter whether you're playing Chaos 8, 9 or 10. In fact, Chaos 8 is probably the most optimal place to farm items. Chaos 9 and 10 are only better if you want more XP. And Chaos 10 in general, I think it's just a co-op place. That's all it is, in my opinion. That was definitely a good ending. I mean, for legendary, for green drops, definitely not bad. And that was on Chaos 9. Okay, let's change to a lesser now. So you're using my spinning blade build, the fidget spinner 2.0 or whatever it is, 3.0. I can show you maybe some summoner builds, or maybe maybe I can do the ambush assassin build. It should be stronger now. I think that's a build that becomes stronger now. Which set did I use for the ambush assassin? I think it was this one. Yeah, and the Guardian of Aranok. That's the one I was using. I want to check dashing daggers, see how it's become better apparently. The dashing daggers, so boom, 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 boom. Oh, I was using symbiosis. What the hell type of a build have I been playing before on this set? Oh yeah, because it's a heroic trap. Okay, for now I'll do it that way for now. And I'm actually not gonna change the build. See how it works without me changing it. I think I was going for some damage reduction stacking here. And Skime86 or Skimmy86, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Struck Web. I really appreciate that. So Jacob is using the 3.0 setup. So this one gives us 15% damage reduction. See, they made Barb Brambos kind of... they reworked Barb Brambos. They made this physical, this poison, which means I can now change to that one. Less slowdown chance, but it's physical now. I think they reworked those. This one used to be poison, now it's physical, and this one used to be physical, now it's poison. And am I using counterattack damage here? Normally that used to be my counterattack setup. As you can see, counterattack, counterattack. So I don't have counterattack in 1, 2, 3 places, which are the items I normally change and exchange between builds. That's why I'm not gonna touch them. Code of Spirits I think is there only for the Duelist Chain reaction, because I need a cooldown skill. So I've got 1, 2, 3 cooldown skills. Why did I go slow down? Was there something extra damage to slowed enemies that I'm forgetting? Maybe there was something like that. First let me check my god skill trees to remember why I was doing it that way. Winds of Isha, superior. We're using that counterattack damage. Then over here I'm stopping here for the cooldown, stopping here for this cooldown. So I've got 15% cooldown reduction. Okay. Well, let's test it. First on Chaos 8, then on other things. Dashing daggers got improved, so it should be doing more damage. Before I could do 7, 8, 9, 10 million damage with the dashing dagger. Let's do Tower of Chaos first. Jacob says, I can't get my Duelist Chain, I'm in the last one, but I bleed the whole level. If you need help, we can do it together for you. You need the resistance to corruption. If you don't have the corruption resistance, then resistance to damage over time could help you. But I mean, you're playing on Elessa with the poison set, with Executor's build. You should not bleed. You should not bleed easily. Because with this much health regeneration on Elessa, Elessa is one of the easiest heroes to do invasion. because of all the health regeneration, the damage over time doesn't affect it. But it's probably the other bleeding that's affecting you, the one where you're bleeding while moving or something like that. I need to check the invasion. But I wouldn't mind doing it together in a team. Even if we die, we should be able to eventually do it. Duelist chain reaction is really nice. I think it's one of the best things from the invasion. So if you want to group up, add me on Steam and I can help you with that. I'm not really liking dashing daggers that much, but it's definitely a little better than before. But still, with some other builds I do much more DPS, to be honest. I mean, with the Blades build I could do Chaosbane on Elessa. Thankfully they at least improved Elessa, which was long overdue. Wait, why am I using Guardian Spirit? I think I made this build to be as tanky as possible. And I'm gonna have to rework it a little to not be as tanky, but to do more damage maybe. You see, I'm using everything that gives me damage reduction. This gives me damage reduction, this gives me damage reduction, this gives me damage reduction, which I think I wanted this to be tanky, but it's no longer gonna be as tanky. This gives you 5% less damage reduction, this gives you some less, I think, this one, not this one. This gives you less damage reduction than before. What I can do now, instead of Brambos, more damage reduction we can get from Spiral Cut. Superior. Then instead of using this, I'm thinking of using something for damage. Maybe this one. No, actually it was this one for all tracks. 20% damage. Or 30% damage after moving for 3 seconds. Oh, this one, traps deal more damage to SWAT enemies. Slowdown chance 60%, this is 40%. It's very hard to make the dashing daggers be useful, because it's just one single line, and getting the enemy to fit in that line so it gets hit from the dashing daggers is super boring. Whereas if you had two daggers spinning in different orbits, one closer to you, one further to you, that would have been much better. And I really hope that the devs of this game consider adding a note. I did tell the community manager that it would be a good idea to try and make a note so we can suggest things, so we can upvote the same way we do with Torchlight 3, because this game really needs the community to be more involved in in the patches in regards to voting and upvoting things. The same way we are with Torchlight 3. Alright, let's see if I can face tank stuff. Oh, actually, you said something about invasion, the bleeding. I'm assuming you're talking... No, shit. Why did I click it? I just wanted to read it, not click it. It should ask you. Once you click on it, it should ask whether you want to enter or start, instead of automatically starting the map in the invasion. So it's, I'm assuming, this one that you're struggling with. Pools of blood regularly appear on the ground, heroes constantly bleed. And yeah, this one... Oh, you're on PS5. This one, normally you can handle this with stacking a lot of health regen. More health regen, resistance to damage over time, and corruption resistance would really help you with that one. Health drain also helps. Health drain is something that really would help you. Yeah, I think health regen and health drain would be the best things you can get. Even if you can get enough resistance to damage over time, you do need the corruption resistance. Without the corruption resistance, it's gonna be impossible for you to survive on a new hero that's not really well geared up. Keep in mind, my hero right now is full green. I'm assuming you're not full green right now. So... you don't have as much HP, you don't have probably as much health regeneration, damage reduction. Getting more damage reduction is definitely great, sacrificing some damage to get damage reduction when you're having problems surviving a certain map. But resistance to damage over time and corruption resistance is very important for invasion if you really are struggling. And on the lesser you can get so much health regen. With the executors it gives you damage. And health regen really helps do those maps. I'm not even playing a health regen build right now. Yet I'm still kind of regenerating. You have full green, but your rolls on the set need to be better. Yeah, that's obviously still better to wear the full green rather than wearing some red pieces, unless the green is completely trash. But yeah, at least you have the full set and you have all the bonuses. I wanna see if this works well. If I just do that, standing in one place. In any case, I did that just to show you that it's not like it's impossible. In fact, I didn't even do it on the best build to do it on. Let's do a regular Chaos 8 map now, and then Chaos 9 next. Let's see something now. Can I face tank? Not really well. For Chaos 8, neither the damage is good. I mean, I can survive, obviously, standing in one place, but the damage is terrible because, first of all, the daggers are not hitting. Spiral Cut is not doing much other than giving me damage reduction. So the survivability is fine, but at a great cost. What are my rings? Spirits, Resonance. Now let's try with the Barbed Brambles instead of this, just to see if the damage improves. Barbed Brambles used to be very good damage, and it still should be very good damage. Okay. I'm thinking that something's missing. I definitely could use some more crit chance, crit damage. Let me check something. $409. If I remove this, I'm gonna test it on the dummies in the town. Actually, if I'm gonna do testing, I'd rather test it on the dummies. Just wanna see if this damage really changes. Let's finish this map and then test on the dummies in the town. I wanna see how much more physical damage I do with counterattack damage setup. And how much it is without that passive, to see if it's even worth building that way, building around counterattack damage. But Barbed Bramble is definitely better DPS than the spins. Executors seems to be a better better blade, to be honest. Satisfy the Grudge says, "Hey Struck, Merry Christmas to you too." Well, yeah, welcome back, Satisfy the Grudge. Enjoy your key from yesterday, from the giveaway. Congrats to you for winning the key, and thank you for getting back to me. I hope it's all fine with the key and it works and everything. Nice seeing you again. Just checking something. How much damage do I get from executors right now? Only 26% on this build. Only. But right now it's 106. And it's still better than the stupid dashing dagger. Because again, the dashing dagger, it's not a problem of the damage it does. It's a problem of the projectile's trajectory. It would have been best if one of the projectiles was this big trajectory and then another one was a smaller trajectory to hit enemies that are within melee range. Maybe even having 3 projectiles would be best. One small one in the middle and the 2 big ones. Even if they have to reduce the damage, having 3 projectiles would be perfect for that one. And the one that would be closer to us should move a little slower for balancing reasons. Maybe. There we go. Let's go finish the boss fight. Which hero do you guys want to see me play next? I can switch to any hero. I don't mind either of the heroes to switch on next. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. This boss would be a bit difficult to survive on. The biggest problem would be the healing of this guy. I wanna check something. Do I have health drain anywhere? No health drain here. No health drain here. No health drain here. And yeah, this is why I'm having trouble healing up. And there's no health drain on any of my items. But most of my items on some of the heroes I play are very old. Very old, before things like health drain even existed. Old drops, OG items, legacy items or whatever. I still have no idea what the mechanic of those guys is with the statues. Whether they give them damage reduction, whether they give them healing where they give them damage. I'm assuming it's something to do with them surviving more while those statues are up. But yeah, the damage of this setup is so much worse than the spinning blade setup. And this one even has spinning blade, just not the heroic one. And the summoner builds are also stronger on this one than the one I'm playing right now. Then a counterattack damage physical setup. Did they change something? Dealing physical damage with skills has a chance to create persistent brambles on the ground. I'm gonna test it on the dummy. I'm gonna test some things on the dummy. Look at the final percent of HP. It's dragging so much. Finally. Yeah, definitely very disappointing damage from this setup. And it's such a fun way of building, such a fun synergy, yet it just underwhelming as before, and that synergy. Jacob's asking if I've got a good mage. Well, yeah, I do have a decent mage that can even do Chaos 10. I can switch to it in a moment. My Ult 1 bunker mage. With the counterattack version, the counterattack damage version. I'm gonna change heroes, then make a short break to go take a piss, and then do a couple of runs on the mage. Alright, I drank a lot of cola today, so need a short break to get rid of some of the cola. Here we are on the Ut1 mage. The Ut1 mage is very beefy, very tanky. And it's very good for party play. So as you can see, I've got counterattack damage, counterattack damage, counterattack damage, counterattack damage here, counterattack damage on 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Then the rest are damage and HP. So 4 versus 6. 4 counterattack blast and 6 damage blast items. I'm using Blade of Azire, Relentless Sentinel, Crystalline Ring, a Ring of Hotek, and Phase Shift Amulet. Phantom Blade Heroic, Breath of Fire, just a basic one. I don't even use that one, to be honest. So anything can go there. You can even put things like this or this there, or this one. It's just because it's a fire skill. Then Arcane Manifestation Superior for the damage reduction. We're using Counter Spell, which gives us 88% extra damage. 88% extra damage when we have 44,000 counterattack damage. So basically 2% damage for 1,000 counterattack is the formula. Binding White Mustard, Step Between Worlds Mustard, because it's fire. This one is Etheric Vortex Heroic, which as you can see swows enemies and their projectiles. Yeah, let's just play. And yeah, this build does not use the first skill tree, only the second. And I think I've got a version that uses the first and not the second, if I'm not mistaken. So the latest Ut1, I think it's Ut1 2.0. I don't think there's a 3.0. And I didn't rework it at all. I think. I don't think I reworked much, if anything. This is Chaos 10. And it was doing Chaos 10 Chaos 10 Relic Hunts. I'm not sure if Tower of Chaos I can do Chaos 10, because some of the things are more annoying there. So probably let's not do Tower. And let's warm up on Chaos 9 first. It's never a good idea to jump straight to Chaos 10 without a warm up. But yeah, last time I streamed with this build, we did a Chaos 10 run. So the damage is not that great, but the survivability is. What's the defense? 30 million defense. I think that's pretty decent. This one would take forever to kill. This one is the tankiest of those knights. Even on Chaos 9, those are super beefy. Okay, I think that's my warm-up. I was wondering if I should do a map for warm-up. Oh, there's another one of those. Shit. Okay, let's get it. What's my skill points? 1. So if I decide to change this for a tornado, it would have to be magic damage instead of fire. Let me check here. Dealing magical increases fire and vice versa. This is the counter attack. What disappeared? Something disappeared. Okay. Mispressed the button there. Alright, let's go Chaos 10. Again, Chaos 10 is just pointless to farm. It's only 600 extra wood quality, so the only good thing about Chaos 10 is the XP. You can see it's like 1000 extra XP compared to XP compared to Chaos 9, and compared to Chaos 8, it's almost 3 times as much. But the question is, for the time of doing 3 Chaos 8 maps, do you do 1 Chaos 10? Does Chaos 10 take you less time than 3 Chaos 8 maps or not? If it takes you more time than 3 Chaos 8 maps, then it's pointless, even for XP. But in co-op, Chaos 10 is pretty much the way to go. In co-op, because you're buffing each other, everyone's becoming stronger, you're stacking damage and damage reduction buffs, and crit chance buffs, and other crit damage buffs and things like that. I need to get the healer. Yeah, forgot to teleport. See, that's not a problem of the build. That's a problem of me just not running away from certain things that that you should avoid. what's happening with my cooldowns? I could remove the crystalline ring and maybe put a ring for cooldowns. If I've got a good one. I probably don't. My gear is pretty mediocre in many ways. Or some things are pretty old. This one I think is a very, very old item. Instead of wood quality I could have some counter-attack damage here or something else. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, rings. This is pretty decent as a ring. Skills that generate energy deal more damage, which is this skill, which is amazing for damage for that build. But look at the rolls: cooldown, piercing, and damage and HP. No crit chance. My crit chance is 48. If I were to remove this, I'm going under 40%. But let's show you a bit. I'm gonna lose some HP and healing and become kinda squishy. But yeah, my main damage dealing skill of that setup is Phantom Blade, and it's an energy generating skill. So extra damage to that skill is definitely nice if you want extra damage. And I'm not even stacking damage reduction rings. Keep in mind, if I need survivability, I can use Ring of Denial by nerfing my damage, or I can use Dragon Ring and pick up orbs. So yeah, there's. If you need more survivability, you can get it, but I don't think we need it unless we're face tanking everything. If I want to face tank every single hit, like the big hits from the Chaosbane, then I can definitely switch some things up. But yeah, if you wanna farm Chaos 10, this is a decent build. If you want to farm XP for ranks, in fact, I wouldn't. If you're farming Chaos 10, I wouldn't suggest wasting too much time on elite monsters and just maybe killing trash mobs quickly. If you're farming XP for legendary ranks, if you just need legendary levels. Build like this, just getting trash mobs moving on, Maybe the squishy elites as well, they're not bad. But there's better builds to farm XP if you're gonna skip elites. If you're not gonna fight elites, you might as well go braggy and just kill trash mobs for XP and not complete the maps. That's also another thing. And Ewasus says to give Sky a petting. Okay, he's right behind me. Oh, when did he disappear? Wait, let me find him. Oh, I see him. He's on the bed. Alright, we gave him a petting. Very soon I will be using my camera. I've ordered my green screen the other day, and I've ordered 3 white bulbs, smart white bulbs last night. So now I'm waiting delivery for those 3 white bulbs and for the green screen. And when everything is here, I would be able to finally start using the camera and scare you all. I'm wondering if I should the first time when I'm showing myself on stream, if I should just scare someone by randomly switching the camera on without warning. No. But yeah, Sky, if he stays behind me when I'm streaming, where his tree is, his bed swash tree, he would be a nice attraction to the viewers to see him standing there, just chilling. But he doesn't stay there all the time. Because it's not as comfortable there as it is on the soft bed. Because he has maybe one layer of fabric there, a fluffy fabric, and that's it. On his bed swash tree. Alright, did we get the third key? We can go and finish this map. Yeah. If you want to see more mage builds, I can show you some more, just not on Chaos 10, because it's just too time consuming. But yeah, I really love my damage over time mage setup. Shit. I forgot to use my dome and now he healed up. If I used the dome I would have gotten extra damage and other good things. Alright, that's it. Chaos 10, boss done. I really love the damage over time Morvo build from the mage ones for things that are not Chaos 10. I think I can sell this because this one seems better. This one for damage over time is better. No crit chance on that one though. This one has counter attack damage. Crit chance is crit chance after all. Morvo helmet. Let's switch to the Morvo set quickly. Same cooldown reduction, almost no difference with the armor. The HP is less. Cost reduction, counter attack damage. So this one has cost reduction. If anyone needs items on PC Steam, I mean, I'm struggling right now. I have no room to put all the items that are dropping. I've got a full stash of items, and every single hero of mine probably has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least rows of items, and I'm saving them to give them away to people. But since there aren't that many people playing the game, or many people playing the game on Steam that I can give those items to, I'm just constantly hoarding, and eventually I delete green items because there's not much I can do with those items. So if someone needs specific things, if he's missing or she is missing a piece of a specific set, I can try and assist you with filling the blanks. I want to compare. Armor piercing crit damage. This one has no cooldown, so basically getting rid of it. There are some builds where cooldown is not needed, but in the majority of the builds it's needed. Skimmy says, I'm on Sim and I haven't started collecting green gear yet. Well, if you join me, I can drop you a lot of gear for every single hero. And Satisfy the Grudge wants to see the dwarf. And I will do it, but there's 2 dwarfs, so you have to say which one. My name on Steam, I can give you. My name is Struck, but I can just give you the friend code, and you can add me with the friend code. And in the meantime, I can walk on the dwarf on Bragi. Or on Kiwa. I'm not sure which dwarf he wants to see, if he's still there. So there's Kiwa, Engineer, and then there's Bragi, which is a Slayer. This one's this one has interesting melee builds. It has interesting turret builds and things like that. This one has jumpy builds. It has spin to wins and things like that. Okay, control tab. Let's add to the friends list. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably walk with Bragi first, and then I'm gonna open the game to the public and invite you. Cause yeah, I've got like half an hour, 40 minutes left roughly of this stream, because it's 9:53 p.m. and I have to stream. Until 10:30 for a little while longer. Then I can resume my regular schedule of streaming until midnight. After a certain date in January. So yeah, let's make the game public. Free roam, let's say, open game. And then I need to invite you. Oh, they fixed the invite window to actually work. I'm not sure I'm gonna see you until I revoke my Steam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go offline and go online on Steam, and hopefully that fixes it. Steam friends, offline, sign in. What was your nickname? I just added you, but I forgot what the name was. Oh, I see it. Hoodwum. Call Hoodwum. Invite to lobby. So it should have invited you. And you can join me, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna start picking up some items. Maybe sort them by set and stuff like that, to give you one of each. They may not be meta items, but they will be items. I'm gonna try and give you one of each. Would be nice to know which hero you play the most as well. Let's try and give you some of the more useful ones. Grimnir, challenge, Grimnir, Everpeak, which one is better? 16,000, 17,000, okay. Everpeak, maybe one of those, maybe one of those. Maybe one of those. He wants mage. Okay, after that I'm gonna go on the mage and give you some mage stuff as well. But yeah, you can join the game, and when you're in there, I'm actually gonna start dropping stuff. And then you can pick them up and put them in the stash. This is an old one and it's not that great. This one should be better. This one actually already dropped the Grimnir thingy. Challenge boots. Let's drop him challenge boots. Old ones, not great, but still better, I think, than nothing. Grimnir tattoos, new ones. Probably better than what I'm wearing. Why am I wearing the other one though? Oh, probably for the movement speed for another build. Grudge holder, pretty good to have in your arsenal. Forge hearts, I've got 3 of them. And I'd rather give you something with cooldown. To try and invite again. Alright, I'm gonna try and invite you again. Just give me a moment. Friends list. Invite to lobby. And let's pick some mage gear in the meantime. Belkuradri's helmet, the one with the best cooldown, if there's multiple ones. .4, 7.4. This one's more HP, so maybe it's better. 16,000 HP, this is 18,000 HP. 18,000 HP, this is 18. I guess let's put this. $17,000, 16,000. Just trying to give you the better ones. Even some red ones won't be bad if they're good rolled. Okay, there's more mage stuff. Phoenix Hero, that would be pretty useful early in the game, maybe, until you get better ones. Is there a Morvo helmet here somewhere already? There is one. This one doesn't. Oh, 18,000 HP. And this one is 18,400, 18,400. I think on Morvo cost reduction is better. Okay, so were you able to join? Try to join through the public, because I've already dropped items on the floor and they might disappear. I mean, they will definitely disappear if I join your game. So try to join through the public, through find a public game. Through finding a public game and selecting free roam, or I can even, let me try it again. I'm gonna put relic hunt. You should be able to join through there. If you can join through there, I can try and invite you again. Maybe might need to revoke Steam. Maybe might need to revoke Steam. I did revoke myself, but if it doesn't work, try and do it. To go offline, to walk off of the friends list and then to walk back on. Because I've already dropped some items on the ground, and If anyone else needs items, let me know. You're gonna be helping me as well to get rid of some stuff I don't need. Alright, start picking up. Everything that's on the ground is up for grabs. So maybe one of those. I'm not sure what I've dropped, but I'm just gonna drop some random stuff. And then I'm gonna switch to mage and give you some more mage gear. And if you need stuff for other heroes, let me know and I can drop some for those too. Let's check the storage again for more mage items. I mean, there's a beginner item that's not terrible. The Immaculate Amulet, Ult 1 bracers, not bad. Blade of Instability, I mean, it's better than nothing. Okay, and I'm gonna switch to mage in a moment. Last three items that I'm dropping here, and then once you get those, let me know and I can switch to mage and give you better stuff for mage. And even we can even help you boost your levels a little as well. Okay, let me maybe exit before me to save your storage stats or whatever. Just I'm not sure whether there's a bug, but in case there is a bug, exit the game before me to main menu, and then I'm gonna switch heroes quickly. To the mage. I'm gonna give you some items on the mage, and then I can play on the dwarf a bit, so we can maybe get you some levels and stuff. In fact, maybe it's better if you make a game now. I would say you go make a game. I'm gonna join with one hero, and then you can stay in the game, and I'm gonna quickly switch to a different hero. Relic Hunt is fine. Relic Hunt is fine. I don't think it matters which one, but yeah. And you can also send me an invite on Steam. It should be fine. Okay, I just clicked join game from Steam. That should fix it. Okay, well, for mage gear I can drop you a lot of stuff on this hero. I'm just checking what you might need more. Scepter of Ice, Blade of Azire. It would be amazing if I have a spare Blade of Azire, but maybe I don't. Dragon Tamer here. Let's check for some spare Ult 1 stuff. This is old, but it's still better than nothing. Same goes for this. I think I already gave you a helmet. Ult 1. If there's specific pieces you're missing that you need, do tell me. You probably don't have one of those. You most likely don't have one of those. Kane Fury. Not the perfect one, but it's better than nothing. This one's better than nothing. So maybe I can give you this one. Oh, this one. Okay, maybe I can give you some of the red ones that that are decently wrought that I no longer need. If you don't need them, you can just sell those. But yeah, I don't think I'm missing something that I in regards to sets to give you. But let me know if you're missing a specific set piece. Tell me so I can try and look for that specific set piece. I can't remember what I gave and what I didn't. I'm pretty sure I gave you all the pieces from Belcuradris. And maybe from Utuan and from Caledor. Not sure about Morvo. Morvo's powders. I don't think I gave you those. Okay, I'm gonna switch heroes now to the dwarf because someone wanted to see the dwarf. I'm not sure which one, but I'm gonna go Bragi. Okay. What chaos is this? Oh, Chaos 8. Okay, if you want Chaos 8, we can do Chaos 8. If you want Chaos 9, we can do Chaos 9. I think the last build I played was the Lacerator build. That's not terrible. It's okay. For Chaos 8, it's pretty fine. Speedrunning a few Chaos 8 runs won't be a bad thing to do. Oh, this definitely helped me save up some room, and there's much more room in the storage as well. Let's keep those with me just in case. Okay, you can run whatever you want. If you need help with farming certain things, tell me. You know, like invasion. If you need help with invasion, if you just want to farm better stuff on relic hunts, we can do that. If you want help with farming keys in the tower, we can do that as well. My invasion is rank 37. So that's some extra wood quality. 3700 wood quality extra. Anything really, you're saying anything really well. If you haven't pushed your invasions, you might want to push those. And I can try and help you now, do them quickly. I've got like 20 more minutes. You have only done one. Oh, okay, then maybe let's not do that now, because it's gonna be it's gonna be boring at the beginning. Let's just do some relic hunts. I can just start them myself. Let's do this and this and on Chaos 8 I should have no problems with the Lacerator build. I would just if we were gonna do something like Chaos 9, I would probably switch to Challenge or Grimnir. This is definitely not one of the faster, stronger builds, not the jumpy build. But it's more fun, I guess, for some people to play that build. I'm wondering if you're getting XP when I'm on the other side of the map or something. I've never tested this. But if you're getting XP from my kills from this far away, then that's good news. Oh shit, the exploding barrels almost got me. And I love how this game is handling numbers. M, B, etc, K, M. It's not showing you the full number, it's just abbreviating and adding M for million, K for thousand, etc. I think games like Wolsen need to do the same thing to crunch the numbers. Not to crunch them, but to just abbreviate them a little. Ah, explosive barrel. Don't worry about raising me. I can pay to revive. I've got materials. Those explosive barrels, I thought they nerfed them. I guess they're back to being super strong and one-shotting people left and right just by getting near them. And the problem with those explosive barrels is, if you're playing an aura build like mine, where I'm just burning enemies by being next to them, the explosive barrels pretty much you don't have a timer. They explode instantly. It's not like you hit it and then there's 1-2 seconds before it explodes. It's instant. And when there's like multiple of those, you always have to be careful on this map, on Act 6 maps. especially on aura builds like the poison aura. This one you're also running some sort of an aura build with this Phoenix Herald around you, so gotta be careful around barrels with that one too. Oh, 82 million, nice. Those are very underwhelming, right? The bloodlust, the blood rage, or whatever it's called, mold. I think they need to empower those. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a different build after this. To something to the jumpy build, so people can see the difference. If someone's watching and is wondering, okay, is there a different way, different play style? I can also do spin to win as well. But yeah, this map's done. With the jumpy build, it's a little bit quicker and easier to do stuff. Just gonna transfer my accessories and the weapons. And do I do undefeated? I guess we'll do undefeated. Can do Tomb Kings. Hopefully Tomb Kings is not too bad for you. Okay, nice. I'm not the best at controlling. You can see sometimes I'm jumping where there's no enemies or a little off target. It's because it's a little bit weird to control it sometimes. Like by the time it's doing the jump, he has already moved, and my cursor has moved with the camera moving. So you think how different the playstyle of this one is compared to the other one? Compared to Acerator. Oh, now let me get you up. Oh, never mind. This is a dead end, but there's a chest here. Wondering which way the boss would be. Maybe somewhere here, most likely. But blessings are very important, by the way. To a new player, blessings could give such a huge DPS boost. So a good place to farm blessings is those little circular arena maps in the invasion. You go in there with a similar build to the one you're using right now. I would say maybe Belkuradris with this with the weapon you're using with the aura. And you basically just fill up your bloodlust, activate it, boom, farm blessings. Obviously, it's better to do it in those circular arenas in the invasions, because they're just coming at you, a ton of enemies, and every single one can drop while we activate the bloodlust to drop the blessings. Caro is asking, don't you play on PS4 or PS5? No, I don't have consoles. The last console I owned was Sega Saturn, Sega Saturn, whatever the pronunciation would be. So it's been a minute since I've owned a console. So yeah. It's just mostly due to money stuff that I don't have consoles, and since I don't own a TV, there is a TV in the living room, but yeah, mostly I just watch stuff on my PC. I download stuff and watch it on the PC, or I just watch Netflix on the PC. I mean, I'm not saying if I were to win a giveaway and like win a console, I will obviously play it and try and get some games on it. But I'm not a fan of playing with controllers. The games I like playing with controllers are racing games, fighting games, sports games. Maybe something like Godfall would be okay with a controller, although I'm not sure how, but maybe. And let's do the spin to win now, so people can see the difference. This is a bit more tricky to play, but it's not that bad. So you can see this one again, another type of playstyle. Definitely the legendary levels, the legendary ranks, which is like paragons in Diablo, do help a lot to a new player. To get to like level 2, 3, 400, you can get some serious boosts to any build. I mean, after level 600, you're starting to see not that much of a return, but I think you need at least level 800 to get 4 things maxed out from those things. You can put up to 200 points into those ranks to max them out. And then there's one that doesn't have a limit, which is the explosions. They don't have a limit on their damage. Only the chance has a limit for those. I normally don't play with the explosions, but you can have some very crazy stuff with those explosions. But all the other things are limited to 200 points into chance, which gets it to 50% chance, and 100 points into power, which varies by skill. Which could give you damage reduction or damage, or both of them, or other things. Go. Ah. Look at my teammate, he's already level 56. He was, I think, 30 something when he came into the team, or did I see the wrong number? So this is another build that's not that, it's not as meta as the jumpy build I just played. So this one, between this one and the Lacerator, it depends, I guess, what you prefer, the spinning stuff or the swashing stuff. But the jumpy build is still kind of the meta for Bragi. But the best things for Bragi are in the skill tree. The best things for Bragi are in the second god skill tree. I mean, some of the best things. In particular, the thing that gets him to do a ton of crit damage based on his counter attack damage, which is what I always use when making Bragi builds. Fighting Spirit. I never make a build without that passive, and it's in the second god skill tree, which is kind of paywalled. Which is a sad thing, to paywall skill trees. At least they probably learned their lesson from the negative feedback they got about paywalling skill trees for each class to have an extra skill tree paywall. Some classes have very strong builds with just the basic skill trees. Others are better off when you use some of the skills from the second skill tree, or just second skill tree skills. But on the mage I can definitely make decent builds with just using the basic skill tree without a problem, and I think on the lesser that also can be done. Probably on Conrad as well, if I'm not mistaken. He had some strong builds with just the first skill tree. Right, it's 10:31, so that's probably gonna be my not probably, that's definitely gonna be my last map. Let's go grab my my wood, and then I gotta go give my pet some medicine and food, because it's time. Oh, that was a nice bunch of green stuff. But yeah, Skym or Skimmy 86, thank you very much for the co-op. I enjoyed the gear I gave you. Mess around with skills and god skills and stuff. Enjoy some different builds. And thanks everyone else for tuning in. Tomorrow I'm making a build video for the Witch Hunter as requested by one of my viewers. So keep it cool, thanks for watching, and until next time, Struck Web. Goodbye.